Welcome back to Man Across New Horizons. I'm dear darling, and shall we see what's going on a lovely little island of Fawnhollow today, here on Saturday. And it being a Saturday means KK Cider concerts are in town, but I don't need to actually go and participate in it because, as you all know, I've got all the KK Cider songs now. So I just had to rub it in a little bit, rub it in, so post about it. No, it's not really something you rub in. It's not like, oh, check me out. You don't know I have all the KK Cider songs, do you? It's sort of like it's a bit of a playground insult, isn't it? A bit juvenile. Anyway. Hello there everyone, right now in Fawnhallow it's 1:26pm on Saturday, May 22nd, 2021. There isn't really any news to speak of today. Sock you found wonderful news is about I actually have fantastic news as well, because as I was talking about yesterday, day before yesterday, maybe, I can't remember, I have had the first shot of a COVID vaccine. It's a Pfizer one, if you're wondering. And I was talking about how it's surprising because according to NHS guidelines right currently, hold on for hello, hun, I've got a little present for you. It's nothing too extravagant, but I think it's just a thing. Add this stylish new eyewear to your regular ensemble, and voila, all eyes will be on your new look, darling. Ha! Your fashion maven, Vivian. We've had that letter before, so unfortunately we tossed it away in the bin. But yeah, bottom rim glasses. Even according to the NHS, they're currently doing ages 34 and upwards for COVID vaccines. At least last time I checked, maybe they changed it since then. But so the fact that on Thursday or something, I got not an email, a text being like, "Hey, come in for your shot," and I was like, "Huh? What?" Already? Because you don't know, I'm 24 this year. So, you know, I'm not quite in expected range, but, you know, apparently it was the thing, and they were just like, yeah, come in. And what it was like, can you do Saturday? And I was like, okay, yeah, sure, I can do Saturday. Why not? So at 11, I went to go to my local general practitioner, got my shot, and left. There was actually a decent amount of people there. Everyone was quite young. Like, there was definitely no one, well, okay, I shouldn't say definitely, but everyone there looked younger than 30. There was one, perhaps middle-aged man, but he was probably getting his second shot, is my guess. So it was all surprising, like, so many young people here getting my shots. So, you know, it's just miraculous. And I've talked about it ad nauseum already, like how humanity, you know, how amazing it is that humanity but mainly the scientists and people who developed the vaccines came together so quickly to have this vaccine so that we could all share and that we could all have and protect us from this current pandemic. So jump back 2 days if you want that auto spiel. But yeah, I don't know, talk about experience. So we walk in, they were like, "I like your mask," and I was like, "Oh, thank you." It was a mask that my friend Ali and Benedict and William got for me. It's got like a little cat face on it, which I don't often think about that, because that's like a reusable mask, and I prefer to use it over the one-time use ones for fair enough reasons. I feel like create less trash and all that. Give it to the medical professionals, have their medical surgeon masks, and then I'll make do with this cloth one. I just make do. I mean, hope it's still got the same effectiveness, probably, just a bit heavier to breathe through. But that's not the point. I don't really think about the fact I wear that mask all that often, but it's after the fact, because, you know, sometimes I have to go to hospital appointments to do things like get blood tests and injections, that sort of thing. And sometimes people just look my way and like stare at me for a little bit, and I don't really think much of it. And then it's not until I get home or someone like, "Oh yeah, I forgot." It's probably because it's a bit strange seeing someone wear this like kitty mask or something out in public. But you know, I'm shameless like that apparently. Check me out wearing a cute mask. Oh no. Anyway, it's absolutely adorable. So yeah, I walk in and the person's like, "Oh yeah, well, what's your name?" I say my name. "And what time's your appointment?" I say my appointment time. It's like, "Oh, can you please just stand here for a second?" I was like, "Sure." It wasn't even in the waiting area. It was like right in front of a reception or something. We got like a little cloister to the side. It's like, just sit on the side. I was like, "Stand here." And I was like, "Here?" And I was like, they were like, "Yeah." And I was like, "All right, sure." They have like a queue to go into the two rooms where they're actually administering the vaccine shots or whatever. But of course, you can't just have like a queue of people, and it's only a narrow corridor. You can't really stay 2 meters apart like that. So they basically just have opened all the rooms down the corridor, and you just wait in one room, and then when you're told to go to the next room, you wait in the next room, and that's just like the way you sort of queue up without while maintaining a 2 meters distance, which is, you know, kind of clever in some aspects. Okay, chop down a tree, buy things, chop wood. Okay, let's chop some wood right now. Right here, right now. Anyway, Yeah, so you did that. Just a bit waiting around, not too long, only a couple of minutes or so. I walked into the room. It's the head nurse is there, who I met before. So I was like, hello. They just, check your details and all that sort of thing. Check you're actually the person who's meant to be receiving a vaccine dose today. And it's like, yeah, I am. And we just be like, this is your first time. But you go through all the safety precautions, being like, if you get headaches or something, if you get a fever that lasts more than 3 days or something, it could be go in, and like precautions like you'll need to come back for a booster, and like whenever you're told, like 8 to 12 weeks time or something. And I was like, yep, don't worry. I read the NHS guidelines on what's going to happen. Needn't be afraid that I don't know what's going on, but I understand that you also need to do it for safety precautions anyway, so you can be you're legally obliged to, otherwise it's easy for me to just be like, oh yeah, no, I read it all, and then something bad happens and be like, they didn't tell me. Be like, well, actually we did. And then it was incredibly quick, like unbelievably quick, which I guess it must be because they have to, like jab like 200 people or something in one day. So it's just absurd. It's just like, sit down, roll up your sleeve, that sort of thing, or choose an arm, as they put it, which I thought was a bit of a... If you think about it, it's a little bit of a disconcerting way to do it, but still. And at which arm? And I was like, my left arm, I guess. And then we roll up, and this is like, she's already got it ready by this point. Sticks in the arm, and that's it. Didn't even get a plaster or anything. Which maybe I should have a look at it to see if it's actually swelling up or anything, because that's one thing which can happen, like bruising around the sides or something like that. Let's have a look. I'm not even sure if I can see the injection site, to be honest. I'll be honest, I can't even tell. Is this it? It doesn't even feel sore or anything. So I don't know, it's vanished into my body now. And they're like, okay, this is your card, put your name on it, which actually now I think about it, I haven't written my name on it, so I probably should do that. I'll do that after the episode. What tree shall we chop down? Let's chop down this one up here, I think. Just shake it quickly to make sure there's no wasp nest in it. Apparently there's furniture in it. A bathroom towel rack. And they're like, this is what happened. There's a little leaflet detailing all this stuff about the vaccine, possible side effects of what can happen, and then just please go sit in the waiting area for 15 minutes. You're not allowed to leave. She said it, amusing, that threateningly, but it was in a jokey way. So it was not like, you can't leave, but it was more like you're not a second sooner, that sort of thing. And I was like, ha ha ha. Thank you very much. And, I went to sit down, and I just waited around 15 minutes. I will say, at some point I started being like, am I getting nauseous? Or is it, I think I'm getting nauseous because I just had an injection. So I was like, I wonder if I should, tell them, because I'm like, do I feel queasy? I don't know if I feel queasy, but I felt like, oh, woozy is probably a better way to put it. I was like, it's not promising. Hopefully it's nothing too major. So I waited out a few more minutes, and it was fine. It went, and 15 minutes went by, and I just left and, thanked the receptionist, who I'm not even sure she heard me because she was talking to someone else, so... I didn't want to interrupt, obviously. Be like, hey, thanks. It's a little bit obtuse. Not obtuse. What's the word? Intrusive. Obtrusive? Both, I guess. And I went on my merry way. It was an interesting read of a leaflet. There's one of them. Like, the leaflet has all your like usual stuff, like side effects and possible headaches. Numbness and arm swelling. Tiredness, fatigue, that sort of thing. And then. There was just one section of a leaflet. It was like how to store the COVID. Oh, so it wasn't a leaflet, sorry. It was a letter that came with it. It was like how to store the Pfizer COVID vaccine. I was like, I don't know why I need to know this, but I guess thanks for putting it on the letter anyway. I would recite it to you, but I don't remember what it said. So, but perhaps I didn't pay enough attention to it in the first place. Let's see. What do we need to do? We are just farming up missions, right? Yeah, just farming up missions. Hey, butterfly, you can't do that. Oi. There we go. So yeah, I don't think I've got many other side effects. There's some side effects. One of them, the major one is you can feel a chill, which is quite a common side effect apparently. And I did feel a chill. It felt like my arm got super cold, and it felt like it spread down my arm. And as it dissipated, it was like a shock wave of coldness going down my body. It's weird because it sort of meant like, I don't know if it's actually what it is, but it sort of felt like I could internally track where the vaccine was, or where the vaccine was spreading as it goes through my not my blood veins. Well, yeah, I mean, yes, my blood veins, but that's such a weird way to phrase it. My veins and my arteries. I don't really know if that's quite how it works, but I like to imagine how it was. So, yeah, you feed it spread them, and then you get a little bit of aching. And I currently got a bit of weird aching in my left thigh, which, you know, I feel like every time after you have like some sort of medical procedure, and they were like, when you have side effects, you're like hyper aware of anything that could is happening to your body. It's like, oh, which, you know, makes you a little bit paranoid, not but too paranoid, more like cautious is probably a better word. I'm just like, is this a pain which is related to a side effect of a vaccine, or is it something I'm just like imagining now, you know, like a nocebo effect or something, which is the opposite of a placebo. Well, not quite the opposite, it's more like placebo but with negative effects rather than, you know, no effect, but technically should have no effect. Does that make sense? I don't know if that made sense. Oh, I didn't buy a sapling. No. Yeah, so a little bit of chill, little bit of a headache that came and went, and a little bit of wooziness that came and went, but you know, I feel basically fine now, and I can go do whatever. And the whatever today is because UK 17th of May has passed. We have a bit more lax, not, I shouldn't say lax regulations, but more like we can do more things now under COVID lockdown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we probably have enough spaces to pick up 10 shells, so let's do it. Yeah, things are a bit more lax. You know, you can meet up in no more than groups of 6. So we're gonna have a bit of a Eurovision party with just the 4 of us. So not too or too many, because we all like Eurovision, which is on later tonight. I don't know what time it starts, but it often goes on quite late. So yeah, basically, after I record this episode, I'm gonna go have a shower and get myself a little bit ready. Think of what clothes I'm gonna wear, do my hair. It might be a bit early to do makeup, but I suppose I could. And we'll sort of see how it goes on better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need one more. One more day for revolution. Hello, Vivian, today. But anyway. Yeah, that's about it. I get to brag to my friends being one of the first non-vulnerable people, I suppose, to get vaccine. I'm not the first to get the vaccine because, you know, Ned, he's got asthma. I'm sorry, I'm outing him out on here. So, you know, he got a shot early. I think Rach and Matt both got a shot early. I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that. But, you know, good for them because they probably should get it early. you definitely want people who are much more susceptible to the negative effects of COVID to get it early. Like, as I said before, I'm more than happy to wait my turn in line if other people who need it more get it first. I need to put the coin model down. I completely forgot. 7,000 bells. Man, your mental math is quick, Tony, you're not gonna lie. 2 + 4 is 6. That's quick maths. How does that menu go? I don't remember. Oh, there's messages going on in Discord, and check it. See if it's... Oh my god. It's like a lot. So just replying. Buying a sapling. Okay. That's private Discord chat, which I'll, you know, I'll pay attention to later. Okay, we're playing Animal Crossing now. Sorry. Just imagine having silence for like 5 minutes. It's like sorry, a minute in Animal Crossing video. Absolutely not me. Can't happen. Anyway, that's why I talked non-stop. I will say, the fact that I talked non-stop is now bleeding into other stuff. We were playing Gartic Phone yesterday. I just like when people are drawing, everyone's like super quiet or whatever, and I'm just talking about random nonsense now. I can't remember. It's like someone pointed out, and I'm just like, it's so quiet though. I feel like I need to fill the air, and because my multitasking abilities, well, I shouldn't say my multitasking ability, it's more like my ability to talk absolute nonsense while doing something, which is also taking my brain power. So I guess kind of multitasking, but you know, multitasking really isn't a thing. Technically, what it actually is your brain switching back and forth between the two activities you're doing very quickly, and thus it's kind of multitasking, but it's a bit misleading to say it like that. But anyway, I was just filling up the air, just like saying random things. I was like, it's happening now. It's like the YouTube mode is like bleeding in. Well, my experience of Animal Crossing of being able to speak and do stuff at the same time is now bleeding into playing Gartic Phone, and I'm now drawing. Trying to be fancy by using lots of foreign words. I don't get it. This is absolutely Raymond's. Yes, there was this talking. I was like, hey, blah 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 blah. Oh, I don't think cows like this, but you know. I was like, I don't really know how to draw this animal. Blah blah blah. It's amusing because at least I used to be. Well, I still kind of am known for being relatively quiet. It's not so much quiet. I'm more like reserved. Is probably a better way to put it. I do like to chat with people, and I don't mind. Like, in fact, I probably do like small talk, if anything. But you know, I guess it's kind of still surprising that I'm still quite introverted. I still very much appreciate my time alone and need it. But when I'm with people, I like, you know, I enjoy the time. You know, that sort of thing. And you might get a wrong impression of me, I suppose, if you only listen to Animal Crossing videos. You're like, whoa, this is so chatty all the time. This is what she's a chatbot. She keeps talking. No, not really. But I suppose when it's silent, I do. That's not Raymond's house. Where's Raymond's house? I thought, actually, now I think about it, wasn't Raymond out and about? He was out and about. I don't remember where he was though. But anyway, sorry, I don't know what game it would be. I keep glancing over to Discord. You know, minimize Discord. Get out of here. I'll look at that conversation later. Yeah. So I mean, the Pfizer jab is fine. It wasn't about Oxford or the AstraZeneca, which have risk of blood clots, which you know I definitively don't want because being on HRT can increase my risk of blood clots. Not, I mean, more than not having it, but it's not to a scary degree. But again, with anything, why would you take that chance? No, both my parents had the Oxford one, I believe. I guess it's something actually because it was the first one, I think. But just like willingly giving out, being like, just take it, you know, that sort of thing. Jewel beetle, hit rocks, waterflowers, sure. But I guess a younger generation, as Pfizer becomes much more common, as I would do, we need to watering can and shovel, probably. Seems reasonable to me. I'm watering these ones because we have transparent designs here that prevent these coming outwards and spreading like wildfire across the land. Yeah. We could quickly go deep sea diving. Deep sea diving is quite quick. Today, I mean, being the fact it's Saturday, there's nothing else to do except for do a lot of oh, we need to go see Raymond. Whatever. We can do a lot of looksy bouncy, which is not really sorry, a lot of Nutmile mission family. But yeah, I was just surprised, you know. Also, might be like, did I recognise anyone who's getting it? I don't think I did, but I did hear. I won't say their names, obviously. There was like some people in the year above me in my primary school who, some siblings, and I heard one of the girls' names, and I was like, oh, I wonder if that's the same one from primary school. And I looked up at her, and I was like, obviously I haven't seen her for like, not 20 years, like 15 years or something, so, you know, I don't really remember what she looks like all that well. I looked at her, I was like, I have no idea if that's her or not. She at least looks very different if it is. And then, you know, just went back to my phone, because this was when I was in the waiting room, waiting my 15 minutes before I could leave, in case, you know, I like faint or something, which is, you know, fair enough. And then I heard someone coming in, and so another guy came in like a few minutes later, and it was, he had the name of the brother, and I was like, what? And I was like, that must be the same people. So I can't imagine both of them would come in such a short space of time if it wasn't them all getting their shots. I looked up and I was like, it looks completely different if that is. Don't know if it's coincidence, don't know if it's not. But it's not really any of my business. They're not, I mean, we're not even like friends or acquaintances or anything. We're literally just like, I talked to them like a couple of times before. That's about it. I just thought it was an interesting coincidence. Yeah, I didn't recognise anyone else. And that was about it. I didn't really look too hard, to be honest, and I wasn't looking around looking at people's faces being like, do I know you? Who are you? I just sort of, you know, had a little glance, being like, don't know anyone here. Take my leave. I mean, we might as well shoot down this present. I know it's a blue one, so it's probably going to just be clay, but still. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll fall ill tomorrow. Because my mother, when she had a vaccination, the day after, she went to see if she woke up and she had like a massive headache or something. So I don't know. if I have a headache tomorrow, I'll probably just end up recording like Animal Crossing and just going to sleep or something. I don't know. At least it's a Sunday, so no NBD. What am I doing? We're finding Raymond and we're hitting rocks on the way. I swear Raymond was around here somewhere, but he's not. Yeah. I feel a little bit of soreness in my left arm. Not much though. Not nearly as much as some other injections I've had. Like I've had like injections. Oh, there you are, Raymond. Oh, there you are, Raymond. Injections in my thigh before for HRT stuff. That felt really weird because it was injecting into like your muscles or something and like spreading out. Like the feeling of having excess liquid in your legs is strange to say the least. I'm not gonna lie. But still. So yeah, I mean, all things considered, it's pretty good. We'll see later how I feel. But I don't know, it's nice, I guess, to be vaccinated, unsurprisingly. Be like, oh, now I'm immunized against potential threats? Threats is a bit of a hardcore word for it, but the pandemic, and it's sort of just like, yeah, it's coming to a close now, which is good. It took a lot of humanitarian effort to get in through, and now we're near the end. What more can I say? Like, it's been a while since I've had vaccinations. I'm not sure when the last time I had a vaccination was. It must have been 3 years ago or something. I had, I can't remember. The only thing I remember is I went to a doctor and the same practitioner, actually. I think it was a different nurse who gave the injection, now I think about it. And I thanked her and she was like, you're thanking me for stabbing you with a needle. I was like, yeah, it's a helpful needle. I mean, we had a laugh and left or something like that. I can't remember exactly how the conversation went. It was something along those lines. I don't know what that's an injection for, but I suppose you don't need as many when you're a teenager. I mean, most of them when you're younger, you know, you need like a mumps, measles, rubella one. That's quite a common one. MMR vaccine. I mean, I guess you could have a flu jab vaccine as well. I've never had a flu jab vaccine. Maybe I should. I don't know. I haven't gotten ill for a long while as well. So you know, I'm just built different apparently. You know. I'm just fortunate, I suppose, is the better situation, or better way of looking at it. And I am, I suppose. Not even I suppose, I am. Full stop. What are we doing here? Taking this off. I wonder if we need to sell our fruits yet. Chop wood. What's the other ones? Fossils. Okay, we can do fossils. We got time for that, and we can chop wood while up at the museum. Yeah, I guess I'll let you know tomorrow if I have any weird side effects or anything of that ilk, but should be fine. Hopefully, if you're listening now, you've already got your first shot or second shot, or you're very soon to get it. Depends on what country you're in, I suppose. At least I know Canada's doing reasonably well there, and then the people around their 30s, I think, are getting their shots now. I didn't know except Northern 9, he's getting his shot. He got his shot probably today as well, is what I'd imagine. There's just a tidbit from his stream there, in case you don't watch him, but then also want to know when he's getting his COVID vaccine, so you know. Is this more and more people I know are getting it, I suppose. And I'm sure it'll be sooner or later when my other schoolmate friends are getting it, my little circle of friends, I suppose. I shouldn't say little, it's actually quite a large circle, but still. You know what I meant. But yeah, it's nice, it's nice. Can't complain. Just got to wait 2 more weeks and then, you know. So I guess it'll be July. It's weird because I didn't, the estimates were much like worse. I was like, oh, it might not be till November you get your first shot or something. I was like, all right, I'll buck it in. The second year, here we go. But no, it really is winding down. It's something, I'm not sure if I should say people are taking for granted, because I don't think people are taking for granted, because it's the sort of thing which affects literally every minute of their life currently. So, I'm sorry, Blabbers, I don't want you to do your stamp ready again. You've in fact already said this exact same dialogue to me. But I appreciate the effort you put into it, and I hope the other villagers have a fun time doing it, but unfortunately, like, if I did it and it just like gave me bells or something, I'd probably do it. But the fact it gives me a plaque and I can't be bothered to go and sell it. Maybe not. Actually, maybe that's the thing, just like, I should do it and then get my plaques and sell it. Nah, I think I'm better off just farming like missions, to be honest. Look, I mean, we got 102,000. Just waiting for that day where you wake up and find that one of your villagers is gone on with our life, and if you could leave Fawnhallow. Okay, the song's a bit high right now. Sorry, my voice isn't particularly warmed up, but it's terrible. Taylor Swift, do not copyright strike me. I wonder if it is actually going to be a bad thing. Like, if somehow like any one of these videos gets too popular, and there's one of the ones which has like a copyright, like a trademark in the title, it's gonna be like, oh no. Luckily, I'm not getting any money from. There's no monetization models on my videos or anything like that, so don't need to worry about it yet. That's Future Me's problem. It's gonna be a big nightmare going back and be like, okay, anytime there's a trademark or something, I've got to change it. Maybe I should start future-proofing myself. So just be like, I was gonna call it Pfizer, but I guess I shouldn't call it Pfizer. I should call it like Vaccinations or something. Vaccination is just for your immune system. Oh, we deploy vaccinations. Uh-oh. Go get your vaccinations. Whoa. So this is probably the worst parody, but it's so funny. Alphabet, don't sue me either, please. That's Alphabet, right? I think it's Alphabet. There's a parody of a song, Fascination by Alphabet, if you don't know. It's actually a great song. Great karaoke song. The syringes in your arm, vaccination. The syringes in your arm, vaccination. Syringes in your arm, vaccination. We live in vaccination. Sorry, this is probably the worst parody ever, but it's so I can't get it out of my head now. It's ingrained in there too much. Sell that. Don't sell that. Yeah, that seems good. Rest of stuff can go away. As your Phineas and Ferb reference. We're staring and we're glaring till our corneas burn. We hope it will stay for the rest of the day till our mom will return. Don't know if it's magical, some weird cosmic plot. So we're watching and we're waiting. Let's buy customization kits. Yeah. I don't have anything else to say. Not really. Just like as experience gets vaccination, nothing too special. In and out rather quickly. Well, not that quickly. I guess I did have to wait 15 minutes, but still. In and out relatively quickly. I got a jab with relative speed. I don't know. It was so quick, I didn't even bleed. Sorry, it's if you're like squeamish about needles and that sort of thing. Needles like never really bothered me. Well, actually, I'm lying. It probably bothered me when I was like, I know 3 or something. But since then, for some unfathomable reason, it doesn't ick me out as much. I mean, like needle, like some people like. Sorry if this is gonna be horrifying imagery. Like, you know, needle in the eye. That's the often horror trope that happens in movies that people are just like, ah. Obviously, I don't want a needle in my eye, but like if it happens, I guess it happens. It's not one of my daily fears because I guess it's such a weird like situation in the first place, and I'm not worried about it randomly happening. I think we'll just round up this episode here. I've run out of conversational juices, to be honest, and I need to go have a shower. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been dear darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, all greatly appreciated. Links down below. I hope we can see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.